Yeah, plug that one in. Are we filming? You better not put this up. Me having a sucker. This week on Death Metal Pug, we have a Slipknot parody about the venture capital, private equity purchase or whatever, and a cool album that I want to tell you about. Death Metal Pug is next. Welcome back to Death Metal Pug. I'm Pug at the Disco. I want to be a rock star when I grow up. The purpose of this is to have fun and talk about music. My mom watches this. Hi Mom, if for some reason we can help out your band, project, or business, please reach out to us at deathmetalpug@gmail.com. Death Metal Pug does not have social media, and you should just go outside. I'd like to thank Slash for being on last week's episode. Oh good boy. Happy Thanksgiving later. I assume this will be up before Thanksgiving. We went to the Bears game. Regrettably, I will not be able to attend the Emperor and Blood Incantation show April 4th next year. Just busy, but holy cow, you should definitely go. That is coincidentally the same day that I have to miss the Drain show. It's like the exact day in Chicago, Drain April 4th and Emperor Blood Incantation. I did go last time they were in town and it was flippin' amazing. Anthem's heavy set list on purpose, and it was just awesome to hear. I'd never seen Emperor before. I want to acknowledge that we will slow down during the month of December, so just saying our output will be less. But moving on to sad things, do you think fall's a little overhyped? Like I sometimes feel like people are like, pick a pumpkin one day and then they're like, oh, fall's great, and then like next thing you know you're like raking wet leaves or something. Fall sucks. It's the death of summer, and yes, I'm raking leaves later today. But that got me thinking, like, what are your favorite albums that you like to rake leaves to? For me, for a lot of years, it was actually Wolves in the Throne Room. So I hope I'm setting like the whole premise, right? Like you're outside, you're doing a chore, you're doing work, you're in a jacket or two at least, or maybe a winter coat because it's cold, like the cold part of fall in the Midwest, like that cold November rain. You'll have the leaves that have moisture in them, and you gotta like, and if you're lucky, you don't have to bag them, but you bagging them up, and it's just like a filthy process as well, right? So it just strikes me like, you know, black metal might work out perfect for that. For a long time, I used to listen to Wool in the Throne Room's Celestial Lineage album. It was just like such a bleak and fall and like chilly album. Even like the 9-minute like knife sharpening session on that, just it didn't bother me when I was out doing that particular chore. But my new favorite, the one that I'll reach for later today, is Worm's Blue Nothing EP. It is incredibly interesting, minor note filled, weird black metal extreme music. There's kind of like nothing like this band, or I guess I should say nothing like this man. A bit of a one person project, but I have seen them live. So he got together a group for part of a tour they were on, a tour package, and I got to see them live. He's a guitar virtuoso, and the people in his group virtuosos as well. Every album or EP is like different than the other, right? Every album's a little bit different. I felt he might have released an album this year, you know, and I'm not seeing that come up or anything. If anybody has any information different, you know, I'd really like to know that. If you don't know this band Worm, check them out. Jeremy's shirt this week features the band Gaunt. This is a super high energy Chicago band, and Jeremy points out he has a blast every time he sees them. Jeremy believes he has all of their merch, like all of it, but this one's his favorite. Jeremy cut the sleeves off of this beauty. Feeling good's good enough is the theme of his bicycle bar hopping adventures. Jeremy shots! The band Heruvium released Mercantor August 15th of this year. This album is a crazy ride, man. I just heard this thing, although you know it came out at the end of summer. If you like that Ancient Death album that came out this year, I think you're gonna dig this as well. Heruvium is a Ukrainian death metal band formed in 2019 in Odessa. Known for blending old school death metal with symbolic, lore-driven themes inspired by Robert E. Howard's Hyborian Age. They remain active and independent with their debut full-length Mercantor released in 2025. I'm not gonna pretend to know what all that means. What is Hyborian Age? The Hyborian Age is Robert E. Howard's fictional prehistoric era set between the fall of Atlantis and the dawn of recorded history, and it serves as the backdrop for his Conan the Barbarian stories. See, this is why I don't like to read the lyrics. This is old school death metal, a bit proggy, but kind of subtle in how it does it. The first song is a 7-minute opus with like going in like all kinds of crazy different directions. It's like being trapped in a house where like each room you go into has like a different like crazy monster in it. It's such a crazy way to start the album. My favorite track so far is probably Gnosis, Gnosis. It's laughable to say that it's the most straightforward track on the album because it's got changes and switches in the music too, blasting along in the front half and then slow cooking in the back nine, I guess you'll say. I thought in the car, and it's a loner that I'm driving currently because, you know, shit happens. But in the car, I thought the vocals were a bit too cavernous. But in the earbuds, you know, it sounds a lot better to me, I thought. I actually had the thoughts in the car that what if the vocals were like more unhinged, like just like crazier. I still think that would work, like, you know, maybe even a little bit better, but I've probably just been listening to like too much Barren Path lately. In the earbuds, I do love the vocals, and I usually try to hear an album when I speak with you about something in a couple different ways, right? Like probably minimally the car, home speaker, and then minimally like earbuds or headphones or something. On the album, the next song, Aramu, Rammu, continues the variety. Each song has like a slightly different vibe to it on the album, in my opinion. They slow down, they speed up. Halfway through the title track, Mercator, the middle part just has this best like pit moment of the night part on it. A huge riff just stomps its way through the middle of the track, and it's incredible. It's incredible. You know, one small issue, it might not blend as well on playlists, if that even counts as an issue. It's not as like compressed sounding. You know what I mean? It's got its own like kind of like, you know, old school death metal vibe to it. If you like blood incantation, death, old school death metal with like a spoonful of prog, I recommend this album. Check out Mercantor by Heruvim. Slipknot sells to private equity. People equal gains. Music business worldwide, Metal Injection, and hundreds of other sites that have quickly copied and pasted the story. Good evening. This just in. Rock band Slipknot has sold a majority stake in their music catalog, and this is interesting, including publishing and recording royalties to Heruvium Equity Partners. While the exact financial details of the deal have not been disclosed, the catalog was previously valued at around $120 million. This partnership involves the sale of rights, and the band stated they have a new partner to continue and expand what they started. Turns out they are your kind, and everyone's kind. In a move that surprised like absolutely no one who's seen the band's merch table prices, Slipknot announced November 18th that they officially sold their entire catalog, brand rights, and presumably at least 3 unused masks to private equity firm. According to insiders, the deal was sealed under the working title, "Everything ends, parentheses, when the check clears." Fans erupted online faster than a surfacing pit, declaring the band had become the living embodiment of the Heretic anthem. But instead of shouting, "If you're 555, then I'm 666," it now suspiciously sounds like, "If you're Fortune 500, then I'm interested." The private equity firm, whose name I can't remember but sounds like something a D-bag in a Patagonia vest would whisper into a kombucha bottle, promised that even though now they own the Slipknot, they'll respect the artistic legacy. This is the band that on the second song on their second album has the lyric, "Slit your throat and f*** the moon." And as we all know, respect the artistic legacy. This is corporate speak for the Nameless, Fate. Every iconic catalog meets a remix album no one asked for in like an energy drink collaboration. Dead memories aside, when asked about the sale, a representative for the firm said that they looked forward to unlocking synergies, which fans took as a direct threat, most likely because it sounds like the devil and I introducing himself during a quarterly earnings call. Slipknot loyalists immediately entered full duality, torn between rage and like begrudging admiration. On one hand, selling out. On the other, the fantasy of never having to pay Ticketmaster again. But they will. They'll pay them and Live Nation. Corey Taylor issued a statement insisting that the deal will help the band reach new heights, which fans interpreted as, "We bought a second boat." Others pointed out this is the same man who once said, "I am hated," so clearly he knows what he's doing. Tech bros say it won't change the band's creative direction, although it probably will result in like an AI-generated Slipknot Christmas album titled "Spit It Out, the Eggnog Has Gone Bad, Holiday Edition." At press time, the firm announced it had big plans for Slipknot's brand, starting with limited edition line of business casual masks called Vermilion Executive Series. Most mergers and acquisitions have a wait and bleed mentality to them. For a little while, nothing will change, and then after a year, some hokey shit's gonna start hitting the market. I guess the purity's gone from those sweaty fat kids hiding in triple extra large knot sweatshirts to those with disposable income and or poor decision-making skills. You know, they'll be trolled to buy limited edition sustainable Slipknot compression socks. What's next? Insert a coin to find out what's in store for this disaster piece. I'm thinking Kiss level merchandise, gigantic tours with $17 pints of water, chunky sunglasses, and high-rise, relaxed, baggy denim jeans with an S logo on the ass. They sold a majority stake in their catalog to this company. When art is done for profit, red flag. This is the end so far for Slipknot. I guess they think Slipknot is the millennial Metallica, right? Give it a year, we're gonna have Slipknot coloring books at Target. Hello, if Harborview Equity Partners is hiring, I have some ad ideas for you. Please check it out.
Don't just rinse, spit it out with the power of Not Wash. I pushed my fingers into my eyes because my therapist canceled again. Try our new app, The Devil and I Therapy. We'll match your schedule. Download today. Don't let age slow you down. With Dead Memories brand Ginkgo biloba, you'll remember everything before you forget. Your project doesn't have to be a disaster piece. Visit Me Inside for all of your project needs. Tired of shaving cuts? Don't wait and bleed. Switch to Take This Torch razors. Go all out life with diluted energy drink.
I think I bit my lip on that.
Then I'll be like, I'll try to drink as long as I can. Does that look good? You see it look like Slipknot's looking at you?
Yep.
That was dramatic. Did it work?
I plan to watch Vitriol and Weeping at Reggie's on the 30th. That's it!